minutes a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. He'll look to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll air this one out for Mims, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Shotgun now for Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And now the up man has it. It's a fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. To throw is Murray. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
At the 42-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Now Pollard. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Tony Pollard.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Mims. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And some room to roam now. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
New York.
Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the gun, Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. It's a pickup with 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now we see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Jets 14. Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. start trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Murray. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. From 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Murray. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's good.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray flushed out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
3rd and 13.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. On 1st down, here's Breida. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard.
This is Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
1-yard gain.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
On first down, Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Pollard. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's a gain of 6.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Taking a shot here for Marshall. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run again with Breida. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and
on play action, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep...
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now it's Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Sam Sloman for the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Good. Makes the scores Dolphins 40, Jets 14. Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tonight's
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their